Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. I specialize in games that can be played in 20 minutes or less. And lately I have been doing a deep dive into the That's Pretty Clever world of games. I've been playing all four versions a lot. I can't decide if version number 3 or 4 is my current favorite, but I like playing all of them. They're all very good. And they have a newer version of the game that is That's Pretty Clever Kids, which is geared for ages 5 and up. So of course I was very interested in this, got this, and we have been play testing it a bunch in my house. And I have been thoroughly impressed because it is the feel of That's Pretty Clever, but it is totally appropriate for ages 5 and up. The goal of the game is to get the most stars. So you aren't having to do math as part of any real math as part of the game. You just count up the number of stars you have at the end, and that's who wins. And you earn stars by rolling dice, and then the active player gets to select all of a certain background color on the dice, and then they get to mark them on their board. And the theme is so important to kids. It's a party theme. You have balloons, candles, presents, baked goods. So these are very fun dice to roll and to play with. And I've been playing this a lot with my 5-year-old daughter, who is rules are kind of a suggestion kind of kid. And she has done surprisingly well with this game. She actually does follow the rules. There were a few rounds where she kind of just marked where she wanted to, but then she got in line because it's just really rewarding to mark things off and get bonuses, and she is able to play and understand on her own. But we played this with my middle 2 kids who are ages 8 and 10, and they still enjoyed this game and were able to play and be successful. And it didn't feel too little kid to them because I guess you don't grow out of enjoying a party theme. So they have different requirements. For yellow, the balloon roll, you have to fill from left to right, and you have to have rolled. You have to fill it in sequence, so it matters to start with that heart balloon. And then go on the orange, the candles. You have to have the right number of candles. So sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2. And then at the very end, it's 3. So that can be tricky to finish. And then it's a grid for the presents, and you can mark off wherever, but then you get bonuses by completing a row or column. And then you have to have a double in the blue to get any of the baked good items. So just really easy though, kids. Figure this out really quickly. Get it down, have their strategy down, and there's so many nice things about there's an active player and a passive player, just like in standard That's Pretty Clever. So you are getting things even when it isn't on your turn, so it's keeping kids active and engaged. Games really do just take between 10 to 15 minutes, and it's fun, and we've been playing it like crazy. I have an older son who's 12 now, and he's played standard That's Pretty Clever, and he's okay at it, but those are ages 14 and up on the box, and it does seem like that is very correct. You can play and do okay at younger ages, but it seems like to me there's a bit of a gap between That's Pretty Clever Kids, ages 5 and up, to get to the That's Pretty Clever games, which are ages 14 and up. Fortunately, there are a lot of really nice family level roll and write or flip and writes that are in the middle. So I would go from That's Pretty Clever Kids to games like Quicks, where it feels like a section of the That's Pretty Clever board that you're doing. So it's just a portion of the game. So it's manageable, family friendly, really nice. And then also Super Mega Lucky Box is a flip and write that's basically like strategic bingo, and it's Phil Walker Harding, and it is just, we have had great success playing this as a family. It's really fun, and it again, you're getting checking off boxes, getting bonuses. It's just really satisfying. But it is impressive to have created a roll and write that feels like the more advanced version, but a 5-year-old can play it successfully. So this is really unique, well done. And my only complaint is that we're definitely going to run out of the scorecards at the rate we're going through them, but just laminate a few and we'll be fine. But that's it for us today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and back to the folks in the studio.